Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest on the line right now.
Yes, indeed.
Out in stores, or I should say online. You can stream it. Burna.
Yes, sir. Blessings, blessings, shalom.
Peace, King.
New album, Twice as Tall. You can pick it up right now. And Diddy is saying it's the album of the year.
Yes, sir. That's the plan.
Is there any correlation between the titles of your last two albums, African Giant and then now Twice as Tall?
Yeah, man. To be honest, man, I wanted to call it African Giant Part 2, but African Giant did so well, I didn't want to, put that pressure on this one.
Mm-hmm. I see Diddy executive produced this album. So what made you choose Diddy, and how did that relationship come about, and what was like his whole influence?
Nah, man, he's someone that I've always looked up to in a way, and so this is it's a big blessing to me, because it wasn't the plan in the beginning, but then it just happened organically, and it's been perfect every step of the way,
How did Diddy attack this project? Because you wouldn't necessarily think Diddy when you think of African music and Afro beats. You know what I mean? So how did Diddy attack this? How did you get up with Diddy?
Yeah, man. So basically, I just wanted this album to be a bridge, like a strong bridge to all Black people in the diaspora. Everywhere there is Black people in this world, I wanted this bridge to touch there. So I just thought Diddy would be the best person to bring that power in.
Hey, I'm glad you said that, because you've always been an advocate of Black people returning home to Africa. Why is that so important to you?
It's very important to me because I feel like most of us, like the Black people, we don't necessarily understand how important it is for us to be together especially at times like this. You understand? And we tend to forget that our real power will come from the fact that the rest of the world sees this united power of this united Black power. That's the scariest thing to anyone else and to any other, to the Western civilization and all that. Is the scariest thing is the unity, the power of Black unity all around. If that could be achieved, then the world would be Black.
Tell me, what is Blackness to you? Because right now we have Senator Kamala Harris, who's the vice presidential running mate, and people are saying, "Oh, she's not Black because she's half Jamaican and her mother is Indian," right? And it's like, I'm like, huh?
That's bullshit. That's part of the problems we're facing. It's the lack of that understanding. You understand? Blackness has nothing to do with where you're from or where you've been. Blackness is, at this point, Blackness is the togetherness and the fact that we all share the same struggles. Do you understand? We're all brothers in the same struggle, and the minute we understand that is the minute we come together to win this struggle. You understand? Mm-hmm. And there's no way we can win the struggle if we don't have a base. You understand? And I believe that the base for everyone of color, no matter where you are, or where you believe you're from and stuff, that Africa is your promised land, and you can come home and take it, and take your part. You understand? Because not it belongs to you the same way it belongs to me. So I don't see any reason why we should be at this time making any kind of separations between ourselves.
We were having a conversation before. We talk about other people's, history, where you talk about the Jewish community, and when they go through school and they learn about their history, Yeah. We don't necessarily learn about our history like that. We got to try to figure it out. We learn other people's history.
Exactly, and because there's a deliberate academic fraud going on, deliberately, because they don't want you to know your truth. Knowledge is power, and if you know your true history and the real truth, and things like the fact that when they all came to Africa to cut it up and share it between themselves, we put up a big fight for over 50 years. You understand? Nobody tells you that. Nobody tells you that that is the real First World War, because they don't even refer to it as a war.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? These are the kind of things that we should learn and teach our children to build that power from young,
Mm-hmm.
and that knowledge of royalty, you know?
I agree.
How has COVID-19 affected you as far as making this album? I saw that you talked about the song Monsters you made and how you were influenced during this time and you wrote that song during this pandemic. But what about the rest of the album as well? And did it change the direction of the album in any way?
I mean, it kind of made it easier in a way. You know, because usually I'll be on tour and I'll be everywhere and a bunch of things would be going on at the same time. But this time we was just literally at home and doing everything from the internet, and you know, so I had a lot of time to study and you know, and just expand my knowledge and my understanding. So that's why it kind of came out the way it did. And I also had the time to, you know, brainstorm and think, look, what's the best way to make this message pass across and get to all the people I intended to get to.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And yeah, and that's how, you know, people like Diddy came along, who's really put his heart into, you know. I didn't expect him to you know, to really put in all that work, but you know, I appreciate it, man.
So I'm assuming you're quarantined in Africa. You're quarantined in Africa, correct?
Yeah, in Lagos.
Lagos.
Yeah.
So
Lagos.
you a lot of streaming and internet talking at different times because the time difference is so crazy.
Exactly. I barely sleep these days.
I'm mad as shit, man. I'm supposed to come to Lagos this year, man. I'm supposed to come to Lagos.
You don't want us there right now because we're not handling coronavirus very well here in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's strong to say, you know, but me, I believe if you really wanted to come, then you would come. It's not. I don't feel like there's anything strong enough to hold you from doing what you want to do. You know.
I thought we weren't allowed to come right now.
I don't think we're allowed right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's I don't know about allowed. You know. I don't know. Oh, the borders is closed.
Yeah, the borders are closed.
We're not allowed in.
and I can't blame you guys because coronavirus we have the most cases out of anywhere, and right. I think it would be disrespectful to come there and spread it even more. So I want to ask this: what's your view on Donald?
But as long as if you don't have coronavirus, I don't think you should have a problem.
But some people don't know. Some people don't know. Like,
yeah, that's why they get tested. That's why you get the tests and do all that. You know, blah blah blah. I don't think that. I feel like I personally feel like they're doing a lot more than they should, because if there's already testing, there's ways to get tested. Mm-hmm. There's testing kits, so you can get your test. If you come out negative, then I see no reason why you shouldn't be able to travel.
Yeah, but those are not 100% correct also, and sometimes you could have it but it doesn't show up yet, so that's why there's like a 3-day period. You know, I think they don't know enough yet to even know what's safe and what's not.
Nah, I don't think they don't know enough. I believe they know. And they know exactly what's going on. I feel like we don't know enough.
Right, we don't know enough.
You know, but the people who make these decisions to say you can't travel and the borders are closed and all that, they know the truth.
Now, as we're learning things about our history here, like a lot of stuff that people didn't know about, for instance, you know, they're making Juneteenth. They want to make that a national holiday here in the United States. A lot of us are learning about our history that we didn't learn in school. Have there been things you've been learning about your history also that you didn't learn in school?
Most definitely. I didn't learn anything about my history in school. They don't teach that. They teach white history and how white people came and discovered things that we were using for thousands of years. So I wouldn't credit school with any knowledge of history I have.
Yeah, I read something one time where it said you struggled as a student, and that's what you attributed it to, the frustration of Nigerians rather teaching the white man's history.
Exactly. Something like the inner man, your subconscious would just rebel against, but you wouldn't really understand why you're so mad at everything and just not interested, you know?
You know, we always say that Americans need to learn about their roots in Africa. Do you think it's important for African children to learn about Black history in America?
Most definitely. It's important for all Black people to learn about all Black history. Mm-hmm. You understand? It's very, very important, because I feel like if we all understand where we're coming from, like fully understand where we're all coming from, then we definitely will be sure about where we're going. Mm-hmm. You understand? So that's really the point of everything. I feel like this is what we should teach our children. This is what we should teach ourselves. You know, we should teach ourselves about ourselves and how to become better as a people. You know, and forget about all the differences and all the other bullshit that people wanna make it. You know, it's bigger than everything. It's bigger than any individual person at this point. It's bigger than Africa. It's bigger than America. You know.
So with the Twice as Tall project, what the meaning behind the title of that album? I heard you say it's a call to action.
Yeah, basically, it's a call to action. It's something that it's also to tell my people that it's okay. It's okay to you know, to show your royalty sometimes, you know, and not always bend your head, you know.
Now, mentally, this has been a really tough time for a lot of people. Like you said, we're all watching the news. We're seeing what's going on. We've been home. We haven't been really having too much contact with people for quite a period of time. How has that affected you in any way? And how do you balance that out?
Boy, it's been very frustrating because I'm a traveler. You know, I'm used to being all over the place. I haven't been in the same place for more than 2 weeks in the past 3 years. You know, so this is a big lifestyle change for me.
I want to talk about the album. So you got Naughty by Nature on the album and Timbaland for doing production on the album?
Yeah.
Let's talk about teaming up with Naughty.
Oh man. Naughty by Nature is people may not know this, but the first song I ever learned how to sing word for word in my whole life, I must have been 2-3 years old, was it Hip Hop Parade? Yeah, Hip Hop Parade. Hey, oh, that was me. I was jumping on tables as a kid singing that, embarrassing my mom and stuff.
Oh, your mom used to say, "Come here, hey Burna, come do that little dance for me. Do that little dance."
Yeah, man. You know how that goes, man.
Is that your way of trying to break out of the Afrobeats genre, though, by collaborating with Naughty by Nature and Storm,
no,
and Coldplay?
No, it's just for me. It's just organic stuff, man, and you know, kind of fulfilling childhood dreams and stuff as well. You know, because obviously, like, I don't like to put myself in any box or give myself any restrictions musically. You know, so yeah, man. It just keeps on. It's just always new. It's just always something new.
How was that received in your land, though? Like, what do they think of that when you see
they love
all these American producers and artists?
Yeah, they love it, man. Everyone, they love it because I'm not just working with all these American artists and producers. I'm collaborating African musicians and African producers with American musicians and American producers. You know, so it's the best of both worlds, making it one world, which is basically the whole point I've been trying to make, you know.
Absolutely.
Last year you were nominated for a Grammy, and I know things like that do matter to you. So do you feel like now you're way more confident? Because when I think of you, I think that you're very confident, secure. We see your success. We saw the rise, but how do you feel now differently after last year? You know, the album was so well received, Grammy nominated. How do you feel now? Like, does that matter to you at all?
I mean, honestly, personally, it's something that never mattered to me until I saw how much it mattered to my people. You know, so that kind of just rubbed off on me, and now I just feel like you know when you watch the Last Dance with Michael Jordan, and that bit where he's crying and he's trying to let you know, like, man, like there's people you know, who was here, you know, who could have even done better than him, but he just wanted it the most. You understand?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's kind of how I feel right now, man.
How are you loving the versus battles? You been watching the versus battles?
I haven't really. I've just been too focused on the album, so I haven't really, you know, caught up on them.
Now, listen, Burna, we got to talk Black is King now, Beyonce, because you know people celebrate it over here. We praise it for the African culture, but it's been criticized, and people say that she's appropriating African culture. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm not. I don't really. I think you should ask her about that. You know, because if you asked me, boy, I just don't think I should comment on that right now.
But it's kind of bridging the gap like you want, though, right?
Well, not like I want, but yeah, man. Let's skip that.
Hey, you know, I agree with you when you say things like we should come back to Africa. Though I got some property in Ghana.
Bro, that is the best decision you've ever made, man. Trust me. Ghana is a beautiful place, man.
Yeah, it's by the beach. That's why I feel the same way. Like I want to have some stake in the motherland, you know?
Bro, when is it by Labadi Beach?
Oh, I tell you right now, it's by Jungle Road, East Legion, Accra.
East Legion. Yeah. You're in a beautiful place, man. Because me personally, that's my go-to place for refuge, man.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? What are some other business ventures that you have besides music that we might not know about?
Oh man, I like to keep those, you know, under wraps because I don't like to put them things out there, you know.
You don't want to promote other businesses, like, you know, things that you might have plans for? Because I know you are expanding outside of music.
No, most definitely, but it's not something I want to shine light on right now, you know.
They ain't
right
ready.
Now, all I'm talking
that
about
cake's
is my
still
project
baking.
and my album.
The album is out right now, man.
That's right.
Yeah, Price is storm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We can't wait to get back out on the road and support this album too with the tour. So look forward to that.
Man, I definitely can't wait, man. I'm out here itching.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Burna Boy. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Peace, King.
Blessings. Shalom.